I think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now.
And I think that guy's so unusual.
Yeah.
His style's so unusual, and his like patience.
Yes.
Yeah.
And makes him a guy that's one of the most complete fighters right now of all time.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis is the most dangerous boxer today, known for his explosive power, speed, and precision. He waits patiently for openings to deliver crushing knockouts. His agility and defense make him nearly unbeatable, while his relentless mindset keeps him dominating opponents. Trainer Teddy Atlas calls Davis the most complete fighter in boxing, praising his ability to box, punch, and adapt to any style. With elite power, speed, and ring IQ, Tank has all the tools to rule the sport.
He reminds me of the old-time janitors, the superintendents in the big buildings, those big buildings, and they had a big brass key ring about this big with 1,000 keys on it. But every key, they knew that key was for a certain door to get into the building. When he's moving around, I'm saying he's the super with that big key ring, and he's looking for the right key to get in the door.
You're great with the analogies. I love it. I love the analogies.
And he finds the right key.
He does.
He doesn't walk into a room and like bang, oh my God, I should open that door. And a lot of guys do. Romero walked into that room. Garcia walked into that room. So he don't, and that's part of what separates him, and makes him a guy that's one of the most complete fighters right now of all time.
Joe Rogan praises Gervonta "Tank" Davis for his patience and precision inside the ring. He notes how Davis takes his time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike rather than rushing in. Unlike many top fighters, Tank conserves his energy early on, studying his opponent to find the right opening. Rogan also highlights Davis's knockout power, calling it a nuclear option that fuels his confidence in every fight.
I'm a giant Gervonta fan. I think that guy's so unusual.
Yeah.
His style's so unusual, and his like patience.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Leo Santa Cruz fight was really something for me, because Leo Santa Cruz is a technician. He's great, Mexican style, but he's also a technician. And that fight was very close before Tank stopped him.
Yeah.
But he has that power that can end it.
But he finds these openings and he sees them, but he doesn't go after them right away. He waits for the right time. He's so patient.
Right.
Like when you watch the early rounds of his fights, he's like at a world champions that are competing today at the highest level. He probably has the lowest punch count in the early rounds.
Yeah.
Because he just wait, but he also knows he's got that nuclear option that if he can fucking crack you, most likely he's going to take you out. He's got massive confidence in that.
But the thing is, can you rely on that? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because at the end, that Pitbull Cruz fight, it's like that was very close. Pitbull Cruz is a tough guy, Mexican, just staying in the pocket with him. You know what I mean? So it's like a Deontay Wilder thing where it's like you're just waiting on that one punch, but it's like you can't lose every round up to that either.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it's interesting, right? Like you don't know whether someone's ever going to be able to figure that out, or whether or not he's just going to keep cracking people.
Yeah.
So it's part of the fun of watching it. I've talked to a lot of like real boxing purists. It's like you can't rely on that style.
Right.
He's got to be busier. When he gets to the best guys, it's not going to work out. Like, well, we'll see.
Mike Tyson has called Gervonta "Tank" Davis one of the greatest fighters today, drawing comparisons between the two. Both share explosive knockout power, relentless aggression, and a fierce mindset in the ring. Like Tyson in his prime, Davis instills fear in his opponents, knowing that a single punch can end the fight in an instant.
I think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now, but he's got a tough fight coming up. He's the top dog. There's no doubt about it. He showed that. But Barrios, he's a pretty good fighter. Last time I saw him fight, he was pretty durable.
Davis, a lot of people say he reminds you of them. Does he remind you of yourself?
There we go. I don't know. Thank you. I don't know. Maybe just getting in trouble with the law. Other than that, no.
Roy Jones Jr. believes no one in boxing today can defeat Gervonta "Tank" Davis. He praises Davis for his ability to box, punch, and execute his strategy with precision. Jones notes that few fighters today offer the complete package that Davis brings to the ring. With a unique combination of power, speed, and skill, Tank can adapt to any opponent and always finds a way to win.
The best ones out there is what they don't know, gets less respect for it, but one of the best ones out there. Now his mouth a little different, you know what I'm saying? He's a different kind of character when it comes to the mouth. Yeah. Because that's where he's from. But he's really one of the pound for pound, the best ones of the coop. And I'm gonna tell you why he's the best one of the coop to me. He can punch, but he also can box. You understand me? Some that can box can't punch. Some that can punch can't box. He can box, he can punch, he can move laterally, he can do it left side, right side, he can do whatever he needs to do as a southpaw to get the job done. And that's saying a lot, because not many guys can do that today. As
We're gonna have some music on that bit, ain't it?
Gervonta "Tank" Davis enters the ring in top physical shape every time. His commitment to training allows him to maintain a high work rate, keep his power late in the rounds, and stay defensively sharp. With remarkable endurance and the ability to stay explosive throughout the fight, Davis is one of the most dangerous fighters in boxing.
Like day one in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning. I might run at night. It all depends what fit you. Like, I run in the morning. If I don't, I run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run, and that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside, so I just be in the gym and home. That's it. Like, I don't go nowhere.
Along with his incredible punching power, Gervonta "Tank" Davis boasts exceptional speed and agility. His quick footwork lets him move around opponents effortlessly, while his lightning-fast hand speed allows him to land precise and devastating combinations.
Frank was on stage, he said, "I'm going to beat Tank's ass." What's your response to that?
A lot of them said that. A lot of them said that, and I want him to have that attitude because, again, I know what's under the hood with him. He's forward built tough.
Some people just go away and be...
But you specifically?
Me? First of all, I get a camp house, out here. Like day one in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning. I might run at night. It all depends what fit you. Like, I run in the morning. If I don't, I run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run, and that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside, so I just be in the gym and home.
His ability to explode at any moment makes him unpredictable, leaving opponents constantly guessing and unable to foresee his next move.
God damn.
2 questions. Who's the face of boxing according to Oscar De La Hoya?
No, look, I mean, Canelo proved filling in 50,000 seats, and he proved that he's the big dog. I mean, Gervonta's right there too. He's like knocking on the door, but it's right there, Gervonta, Canelo, man. But if you take a look at Canelo's last performance, it's like Gervonta's kind of creeping up on him. So I mean, we have to speak the truth, man, and say, look, I mean, I think one more fight. I think Gervonta's maybe one more fight away from being the top dog, but it all depends on Canelo, how he looks on this next fight.
And my last question of the day. You mentioned a Gervonta Davis rematch. What would be different in the rematch? I know you said it's going to sell 4 million. I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, and with my expertise, that fight shouldn't take place with...
What I like about Tank is that Tank is a better aggressive fighter than Crawford. He has everything Crawford has. He can box a fighter coming after him, he can go after you, and he can just box you. He got all the things Crawford has. He knocks everybody out just like Crawford. Except for, I think Gervonta's chin is slightly better, and I think Gervonta is aggressive better. And it's funny, because when Terrence Crawford goes out there, he's gonna beat you athletically. He's gonna be like, bam, 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 bam. But there's a certain poise that Gervonta has that I'm like, that is super special. And he has that Floyd Mayweather poise, where he can not be doing much, but he's beating you. That poise. I'm like, listen, approaching the fight, Gervonta Tank Davis approaches the fight better than everyone in the world.
Gervonta Tank Davis, champion of 130, 135. Mario Vargas, the champ at 140. You know Mario, San Antonio tall, 25-0, 17 knockouts. Tank 24-0, 23 knockouts. What do you think?
Man, Tank, man, is a great fighter, man. When he trains, he's an animal. He's fucking beast. He's one of my favorite fighters, too. I will have to go with Tank, man. Like I said, if he has a good preparation, he's a monster. He's a little Mike Tyson, man. He's a beast, if he trains. Now, if he doesn't train, he doesn't look like when he fought. Yeah, but everybody says that. But when he fought Gamboa, he didn't look that good,
He looked great against me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. When he trains, bro, he looks super, man. He looks super good, But hopefully he takes things serious, and I think he'll look spectacular again.
How does your top 5 pound for pound look like in the boxing right now? Who do you have 1 through 5?
Man, that's gonna be pound for pound. I would say I would put Canelo in there, pound for pound. Then I would put Terrence Crawford second. Then I would probably put I don't know, third, man. It's a little bit hard right there, but I would put Earl Spence in there. It's in between Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, so that's 3 right there. I would put maybe 4. I would put Teofimo Lopez, and 5th I don't even know who to put 5th, to be honest.
You could put Kane, you could put Charlo, you could put your son, you could put...
I would put David, pound for pound, number 1.
He's a monster. So tell everybody where to follow you, Jose.
They can follow us at Jose Benavides Sr., Benavides Sports, Team Benavides, and Benavides 300.
Here's my problem with Tank. My problem with Tank is I wish he had the Duran mindset. I wish he had a Pacquiao mindset. Like, I wish he wanted to be welterweight champion and wanted to, Pacquiao was 5'5", right? I don't think Pacquiao punched harder than Tank. And Tank is definitely slicker than Pacquiao. I just wish he had that mindset to say, I'm going to conquer 147, I'm going to conquer 140, Teofimo Lopez, you're next. If he had that mindset, we're talking about all-time great fighter. I think his abilities is all-time, but I'm saying greatness. I just wish he had that mindset.